Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I am Knight in Phoenix. Today we continue the bush trip in Nevada. We are doing leg 5. This is the runway that we're going to be landing on. So let's go ahead, click continue, get this loaded up. Bring the Xbox controller over to me here. Okay, Medellin Airport 056. So that's where we just landed. All right, so let's go ahead, I'm ready to fly. Come out here, we're gonna zoom out a bit. Move our map. Alright, what do we have here? We have 32.31 nautical miles on this trip. We're going from 056 to looks like 3Q0. Going from 056 to 3Q0. Let's zoom out on here. Got some traffic in the area. Okay, so that's not too bad. A little northeasterly. Alright, so we have the first, I consider them clues. When you're in the air again, head northeast along Nevada's Route 6 toward and through Montgomery Pass. Continue alongside the desolate mountain road a few miles until you reach a junction with Nevada State Route 360. Alright, let's come down here and take a quick look. There's the runway. I'm assuming it's going to be like a highway here. The original picture looked like it. It's only 3 steps. Okay. So let's go ahead, we'll close that, give myself a little bit of flaps, and it seems a bit louder than normal. I think maybe I have the volume on my headset turned up. Where's my speed? Okay, stay here. Did not look to see. Okay, we need positive nose here. There we go. We should be heading 037, so that's pretty good. Alright, let me see if I can adjust the volume here in my headset. Alright, that's better. That shouldn't affect the volume of the game for you guys who are watching or the video. I'm just going to affect my headset right now. Alright, so I know I need to get more altitude here. I'm not quite sure what it is. Okay, last weekend my brother and I flew this particular leg. I did not record it, so that's why I'm flying it again. Now let's get rid of the flaps. So it appears we're following a waterway and a highway. Alright, so head northeast along Nevada's Route 6 toward and through Montgomery Pass. I'm going to... Well, I don't know. Which is Montgomery Pass. Continue along the desolate mountain road a few miles until you reach a junction with Nevada State Route 360. So I guess maybe if we follow the road, it looks like maybe I'm going to consider this the pass. Yeah, this is all hill here, so. What we do on altitude. Looks pretty good. I don't think I really need to go any higher. So let me bring that trim down a little bit. Okay, so now go back. What's the next thing here? We're going to reach a junction out of State Route 360. We're going to head northeast at 360 and twist through the hills of Mineral County, Nevada. After you pass the impressive Moho Mountain, watch for another upcoming junction where your path intersects Veterans Memorial Highway 95 near the dried up road's salt marsh. And then we go right into the airport after that. So nice little rainbow effect there on the camera. Make sure we're not missing anything here. Alright, we don't need to be climbing. Let's bring that nose down a bit. I guess I gotta look for an intersection. That looks like there might be a road coming this way. But it's so hard to tell. Head northeast, Route 360 junction, and twist through the hills. After you pass the impressive Moho Mountain, I had no idea. Did I pass the impressive mountain? I want to say path intersects Veterans Memorial Highway 95 near the dried up road salt marsh. See, that could be a dried up I don't know, do I follow this? Follow Highway 95 north. Okay, now we're going north. Problem is, it looks like there could be. Oh shoot! Am I out of fuel? Never happened. Okay, quick. How do I do this? Shift Control F. Control E. I didn't pay attention to the fuel. Well, how is that for fuel delivery service? So it went down to 6% and my engine died. So I don't know if I can show you or not. I think I can while we're in the game here. There is no, there's a key binding or an option for it's like repair and refuel, which has no binding to it. If you go in and you set a binding, which I set for Shift Control F, you can completely 100% refuel no matter where you are. In mid-flight, on the ground, doesn't matter. which is what I just did, because the normal refuel is a Shift F, but you have to be at an airport that handles refueling, and you have to be in a parking space. Otherwise, you can't refuel. Well, I have not found an airport. Well, we think we found one. I'm not sure if it was one we were already, 1 through 4, because I'm on like 5 now. I don't think it was that. That actually has refueling facilities. There's got to be something though, because they can't have you run the game for this long, this many legs, and not have the ability to refuel. So I think it's a bug. All the runways that we've landed on, none of them have had parking spaces, outlined defined parking spaces in yellow. The yellow stripes. I need to figure out where I'm at, where I'm supposed to be going here. Follow Highway 95 north for a relatively short distance, and soon you'll see a small town of Manera on the horizon. I wasn't paying attention. I was probably panicked about running out of fuel. To the east stands an unassuming public use airport. I want to say... No, so you gotta follow the highway. I think it's gonna be up in here. Let's say, my brother and I flew this last Saturday night, and I just can't remember exactly where. Yeah, it's got to be this way. 'Cause I'm saying that there's really no... Well, there is a road going down there, but it's not a highway like this one is. So I'm going to say this one is going to lead me what could be a town? Maybe up here? I don't know. Well, we'll find out. We've got all day and we've got all the fuel we could ever need. Just try to remember where if I missed it, if I'm supposed to turn back there, he's going to remember how to get back there. But I think it's follow the road here. Oh, there's a big white area up here. Why am I looking for white? Probably because of this picture. Let's see. See, there's just this follow Highway 95 north for a relatively short distance. And you'll see the small town of Mina on the horizon. See, I completely missed the small town. To the east stands an unassuming public use airport. I'm still thinking it's in here somewhere, but... It doesn't really feel like I've gone 30 miles yet. My brother and I flew it last Saturday. He was ahead of me. He found the airport and landed, so I just followed him. So I don't know how much attention I was really paying here. I know it was definitely a big white flatland there, which was there or just on the other side of this ridge here. But I'm pretty sure we followed this highway in, which I'm guessing is Highway 95. That I really need to find a small town of Minot, which I did not see any towns. And unfortunately you don't get to see where you are on here. But I do have an airplane here. So, what could that possibly tell me? Tell me I don't see anybody over here? Or it could be him up there. I still think I'm on the right way. If not, we'll head southwest, go through there, see if we can't find it. It's starting to look a bit familiar, but it doesn't mean it doesn't look just like the place that I already passed. But I'm going to say my brother Gregos was probably sitting on the ground over here after he landed. Okay. We still have that one plane, the plane right here. He's too far away, too high to get identified, so it could be either one of these two. So I'm going to be turning up here. I think I'm in the right spot. And I'm going to say the runway is right in here somewhere. But I also haven't seen a small town anywhere. Highway certainly looks like it's going to go somewhere. It came from somewhere. Who knows? I mean, for me anyway, the information that they're giving here is not very helpful. I suppose they got me heading for compass, nautical miles, how long this trip should take, with this lake of the lake. And I guess this is the town they're talking about. That's the case, and the runway is going to be in here somewhere. Oops. Do that again. If you click in here, you collapse what you're looking at. So you got to scroll. Sometimes the scroll wheel works, sometimes it doesn't. Got white, and then it's actually a grass strip. That could be it right there. That could be it. We are pretty high. I'm going to back off the throttle. Well, that certainly looks like an airstrip, doesn't it? See, I've only been here once. I wasn't really paying all that much attention because my brother was sitting already landed on the strip. Definitely a strip. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put the flaps out. I can push the nose over a little bit more. Those flaps will help keep me from gaining too much additional speed. Well, I am still really, really high. Definitely gonna have my ears pop on this one. Okay, this looks like the town right up there. Okay, let's go full flaps. Alright, engine is fully cut. Pretty decent. I just tap the brakes a little bit. You failed. You ran out of fuel and can't continue. Excuse me? Okay, well, I guess we'll post this video so people can see what kind of things can happen inexplicably. My guess is that even though you can refuel during mid-flight, if you do run out of fuel mid-flight, you will fail that activity. So, lesson learned. Check your fuel before you take off on any leg. Okay, thanks for watching. We're going to restart this here and post the next one as a separate video. We will refuel before we take off this time. See you shortly.